Anora was the big winner at the Oscars, winning 5 awards including Best Actress for breakout star Mikey Madison, and a record-breaking 4 prizes for its director Sean Baker. The whirlwind drama stars relative newcomer Madison as a New York stripper who falls in love with the son of a wealthy Russian. She held off competition from Demi Moore, and described winning the Best Actress Oscar as a dream come true. Baker became the first person to personally win 4 Academy Awards for a single film, for directing, editing, writing, and producing Anora. Other winners on the night included Kieran Culkin, Adrien Brody and Zoe Saldana, while Flo won Best Animated Film and I'm Still Here took home the Best International Prize. In her speech, 25-year-old Madison said, "This is very surreal. I grew up in Los Angeles but Hollywood always felt so far away from me, so to be here standing in this room today is really incredible." She added, "I want to honor and recognize the sex worker community. I will continue to support and be an ally. The women I've had the privilege of meeting from that community has been one of the highlights of this entire incredible experience." The Best Director trophy was presented by Quentin Tarantino, who previously cast Madison in a small role in his film Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Accepting the trophy from Tarantino, Baker told him, "If you didn't cast Mikey Madison, there'd be no Anora." Baker went on to thank the Academy voters for recognizing a truly independent film, and used his Best Director speech to champion cinemas. "Where did we fall in love with movies? At the movie theaters," Baker said. "Watching a film in a theater with an audience is an experience. And at a time when the world can feel very divided, this is more important than ever. It's a communal experience you just don't get at home. Right now the theater-going experience is under threat, independently owned theaters are struggling, and it's up to us to support them." He concluded, "This is my battle cry, filmmakers, keep making films for the big screen. I know I will. Distributors, please focus first and foremost on the theatrical releases of my films." Baker is the first person to win 4 Oscars for a single film. Walt Disney did win 4 prizes in a single night in 1953, but for 4 different films. Brody wins second Oscar. The Brutalist's Adrien Brody was named Best Actor for his performance as a Hungarian Jewish architect who moves to the U.S. after World War II to build a new life. Brody had not been nominated at the Oscars since 2003, when he became the youngest ever winner of Best Actor for The Pianist. "Acting is a very fragile profession," he said. "It looks very glamorous, and in certain moments it is, but the one thing I've gained in having the privilege to come back here is to have some perspective. And no matter where you are in your career, no matter what you've accomplished, it can all go away. And what makes this night so special is the awareness of that, and the gratitude I have to still do the work that I love." Brody refused to be played off during his 5-minute speech, continuing, "I'm here once again to represent the lingering traumas and repercussions of war, and systematic oppression, and anti-Semitism and racism. And I pray for a healthier, happier and more inclusive world. And I believe if the past can teach us anything, it's a reminder to not let hate go unchecked." The Brutalist also scored 2 British wins, Best Cinematography for LOL Crawley, who grew up in Wales, and Best Original Score for composer Daniel Bloomberg. Saldana's success. Zoe Saldana was named Best Supporting Actress for her performance in Spanish-language musical Emilia Perez, about a drug lord who changes gender. "I am floored by this honor," she said in an emotional acceptance speech. "Thank you to the Academy for recognizing the quiet heroism and the power in a woman like Rita," referring to her character. "My grandmother came to this country in 1961, she added. I am a proud child of immigrant parents, and I am the first American of Dominican origin to accept an Academy Award, and I know I will not be the last." Emilia Perez also won Best Original Song for El Mal, a song performed by Saldana in the film. Culkin concludes. Clean sweep. Succession star Kieran Culkin was named Best Supporting Actor, a category he has dominated throughout award season. The actor won for his performance in A Real Pain, about 2 cousins who travel across Poland in remembrance of their grandmother. In his acceptance speech, he said, "I have no idea how I got here, I've just been acting my whole life, it's just been a part of what I do." He thanked the film's writer and director Jesse Eisenberg, telling him, "Thank you for this movie, you're a genius. I'd never say that to your face, I'll never say it again, so soak it up." Culkin also paid tribute to his Succession co-star Jeremy Strong, who was nominated in the same category. Firefighters recognized. The Oscars came 2 months after wildfires devastated Los Angeles. The ceremony opened with a montage of film clips featuring shots of the city, concluding with the slogan, "We love LA." Later in the ceremony, a group of Los Angeles firefighters were invited onto the stage in recognition of their service, receiving a standing ovation from the audience. Elsewhere, Wicked received Best Production Design and Best Costume Design, with Paul Tazewell becoming the first black man ever to receive the latter. "I'm so proud of this," he said in his acceptance speech. He thanked everyone in the UK, where Wicked was filmed, for all of your beautiful work. "I could not have done this without you." Another box office blockbuster, Dune, Part 2, also won 2 awards, Best Sound and Best Visual Effects. BAFTA winner Conclave took home just 1 prize, Best Adapted Screenplay. The film's British screenwriter Peter Strahan paid tribute to the writer of the novel the film is based on, saying, "Thank you Robert Harris for your beautiful book, we're all standing on your shoulders." Elsewhere at the ceremony, Morgan Freeman paid tribute to his dear friend Gene Hackman, whose death was announced last week. "Like everyone who ever shared a scene with him, I learned he was a generous performer, and a man whose gifts elevated everyone's work," Freeman said. Other winners included The Substance, for Best Makeup and Hairstyling, and Flow, which won Best Animated Film. Meanwhile, In the Shadow of the Cypress was named Best Animated Short. Its Iranian directors Shirin Sohani and Hossein Molayemi accepted the prize just 3 hours after their plane landed in Los Angeles, following difficulties obtaining a U.S. visa. I'm Still Here, a film about the true story of a Brazilian woman who investigates the disappearance of her congressman husband, was named Best International Film. The Best Documentary Award went to No Other Land, a collaboration between Palestinian and Israeli filmmakers about the ongoing conflict in the region. "We made this film, Palestinians and Israelis, because together, our voices are stronger," said co-director Yuval Abraham. Also during the ceremony, Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande sang a Wicked medley, while Ray, Liza from Blackpink, Doja Cat and Margaret Qualley all performed as part of a James Bond tribute.